Hello, how are you?
Not bad at all. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the commentary zone. Today on the docket, we have this week in Twitter and Instagram. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and tell a friend. Come join us to have a few chuckles at all of the stupidness that goes on social media.
It's just interesting how much goes down. We say this every week, but it just still amazes me like how much
Mm-hmm.
information is actually on Instagram or on Twitter, but generally not on both. Like you'll
Because
get
people
some
have their
stuff.
favorites.
I've been finding out some people don't like YouTube, some people don't like Instagram, some people like Twitter. It's like
Mhm.
so everything's in other spaces. And I kind of like it that way though, because it makes you actually have to go look and like keep on track. So let me bring up the first thing. Share. All right. So the first little tidbit comes from Bravo by Betches, and this is from um, the first episode of Ultimate Girls Trip, and I guess Teresa says, like, "I need my following, sweetie. Who's more popular?" And then she brings up Ramona, 869K followers. Teresa, 2.2 million followers. For me, it was the fact that she's like, "Somebody give me my phone. Let me handle this real quick," and then her bringing up the numbers and then the smile.
Mm-mm.
But I will say this: I'm not sure if I can bring it. I can't bring it up. I don't think, but I can read this off because this comes from Kelly Slot, and she actually sent me all of the Twitter followers, all the social Instagram followers. So let me bring it
Mhm.
up real quick. Nope, not that one. All right. So who do you think has the most followers amongst these ladies on Instagram?
On Instagram, amongst
Mm-hmm.
just these ladies that
Just
are
these
in
ladies, yes.
Turks, either Teresa or Kyle.
You're right on Kyle,
Oh, yeah, because she really focuses on Instagram, doesn't she?
but she's tied with someone else though.
Kenya.
Nope. Miss
Oh,
Cynthia Bailey.
nuh-uh.
They both have 3.5 million followers on Instagram.
Get out. Good for Cynthia. At least she's successful somewhere.
Then comes Melissa Gorga at 2.3 million. Then Teresa at 2.2. Then Kenya at 2.1.
Mm-hmm.
Then Luann at 916K. And then Ramona M in last place at 902,000. So
Oh,
that's the
poor
breakdown.
Ramon.
When Kelly sent me this, I was kind of surprised, and I'm trying to figure out who. I can't see where she. Oh, and this post that Kelly sent me comes from at two Bravo sisters.
Mm.
So yeah, I was kind of when I saw Kyle, I wasn't too shocked about. I'm like, okay, like you said, she focuses on this, but when I saw Cynthia, I'm like, what? I mean, I like me some Cynthia, but I didn't know she was 3.5 million worth.
Well, here's the thing. Cynthia had a pretty great career before this.
Right. That's what I was thinking too.
Um, and she knows how to network. She knows how to hustle, and she's diversified a lot since she's come on this show.
Hmm.
So I mean, I'm not really surprised by that.
But when you think about Instagram, you think of influence and celebrity and stuff like that, and like amongst the housewives, you would think the bigger personalities would have more followers. I think that's how we think of it, but
The bigger
that's not
personality is also very polarizing, whereas
true.
Cynthia is neutral. So,
Fair.
she's middle of the road. There's nobody who hates her. Um, she's a very likable individual,
Hmm.
So I think the other big, like Kenya is very polarizing.
Hmm. She's gonna turn some people off. Cynthia is least likely to turn people off.
Mm-hmm. So that's why she'll get more people liking her than someone who's very like polarizing.
No, no, no. That makes complete sense. That makes complete sense. All
She's the
right, but
dark
that
horse that you never see coming.
right. But I just thought this was hilarious to see, and when she's and it's just Teresa smiles. She's like, see. All right, so now I'm gonna move on to the next story. Give me one moment.
Uh-huh.
Now this comes from Miss Mia Thornton, and here's what she says. She says, "Hello, where did I get this from?" So this posting is via the Bravo Shade Room,
Mm-hmm.
and she says, "Hello, loves. If y'all ask a question and don't like my answer, that's on y'all. I haven't heard any of these ladies on other platforms being referred to as a prostitute, body shame for their hands and feet, called a liar for basically everything they say, a handsome man, husband is an old granddaddy, disrespectful drunk who saved them from the strip club, whose mom doesn't love them. How much do you expect one person to take? My life is amazing. I live, I laugh, I know how to have a good time. I love heart, have the best friendships, a healthy married. I just choose a healthy marriage. My businesses are successful. My children are happy and healthy. If G and I don't feel this platform has an added value, then that's our opinion. Hashtag RHOP has a phenomenal cast minus she who shall not be named. We can be shady and but nasty. I don't do it. I don't have it in my heart to cut deep. Love y'all. All right. So what do you think about that?
Honestly, that was just a bunch of wah, 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 wah. Eh, Girl, this is your first season. Just let it go. Everything you got, you kind of deserved, with the exception of the yo mama things.
Hmm.
You were shady as hell. You were a flip flopper during this season. Um, I don't know. Mia, I don't care enough to care.
I mean, my whole thing with her is this: like, you're new, so most new people, unless you're starting out a franchise, have a very rough season because you're the new girl. And my thing is this: if people are saying things that aren't true, like, why do you care? My thing is either you're going to ignore them or you're going to fight fire with fire. But you can't get on the platform and whine.
Her problem is that she put too much out there too quick, and that's why
But
everybody
you said that
came on
though.
her.
You said
Hmm.
that though. You said that from the very beginning. You said she's putting too much out there. You said that this is that she's given us about 3 seasons worth in one, and it's not necessary.
Yeah,
You called
pace
this from the
yourself.
very beginning. You said like we need to get to know you first before you start really introducing us to your husbands and your mama on that level.
Yeah, it. I don't know if it's production that talked her into that, or she thought this was a great idea. I don't know, but it was just a lot for her. And I don't think, being a first season housewife, she handled it well. Like, most housewives come on there for their first season and you barely getting to know them and they can't handle that. But you
Hmm.
you had like four different storylines going on, girls. And then a
For
battle with Candace.
right, for me, I didn't get to know you. I want to know her only because I can get to know I can we can hear about your mother on the first season, no problem. You could talk about your mother, but to be completely honest, you guys should have taken this first year of you being on camera to work on your relationship further, so you're in a better
Mhm.
place and your mother can be more comfortable, and then we get to know her next season. If we
Mhm.
saw like a quick scene with your mom saying like her picking up the kids or her coming by for maybe to say hey, something like that, but it shouldn't have been as in depth as it was because
Mhm.
you weren't prepared for it, and I don't think her mother was prepared for it, and it wasn't fair to either one of them because your first season, as we keep saying, is about you. It should be
Ju-
about you and maybe we see some of your husband and kids, but the first season should be you trying to get yourself more integrated with the ladies, not so much focused on your family because we don't know you enough to care at this point, and that's just me being honest.
Do you think that they gave us all of that extra stuff because there's really nothing to get to know about Mia that would hold our attention?
I mean, like for me, I mean, I think for most of us, when people are really successful, in business and have the money and have the lifestyle they seem to have, most of us want to know how you got there. To be honest, like we want to know
That's
the.
probably the problem.
Oh, shut up! Stop! Stop it!
See, I didn't even have to elaborate and you knew where I was going.
Stop it!
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
you ain't wrong, but they told us what the businesses were, so I'm just gonna put it there. Like
Is
we
it
don't know
really
who the,
though? Is it
but we don't
really
know the investors. But
though?
I get what you're saying. But I would more rather focus on her.
Yeah,
This season be
yeah.
on Mia. Just like we get to know Mia and a little bit snippets of here and there of her family.
Yep, her as a mom and her as a businesswoman would have been
Correct.
perfect for season
Yeah,
one.
more than enough.
Surface level.
Yanni said they thought she's young, married to an old man. She was a stripper. That's good TV. I agree. Like stripper made good or something like that. This is not Pretty Woman. This is the Real Housewives of Potomac. Just saying.
Mm.
Just saying. All right. So that's enough of Mia. Who's next? Who down here? Now this comes from Jay at Jay's Reality Blog on Twitter.
Isn't
They
he a
did the
gem though?
yes. They did. You guys, if you have Twitter, if you like Twitter, follow him. It looks like Beverly Hills season 12 first cast trip is going to be Mexico,
Oh my
and
God,
and this
Garcelle
is
looks so cute.
courtesy of Faces by Bravo.
Hmm.
So he got this from Faces by Bravo, and he's brought it to Twitter for us. Um, but I'm intrigued at the fact that it says this is the first cast trip. That
Hmm.
has me intrigued because you're going to Mexico on your first trip. Where's the second one going? Where y'all going for the second one?
Who knows?
What do you think about Mexico? What do you think about them going to Mexico for their first trip?
I'm not mad at it. It's still close to home. Um, and there's lots of luxury villas down there that they can Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at it. You know, they like this franchise is reopening international waters to the cash trip thing because we've
Mm-hmm.
been pigeonholed here in the United States, either taking a bus or a private jet somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get back out into international waters.
But I have a question for you though.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see how quickly they started filming, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you think they did this first cast trip in Mexico to make sure everything could go on the trip before the case keeps going? Like for example, they want to be able to shoot an international, at least one international trip with Erica, just in case something happens with the case and she gets locked down, can't leave the country.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
but quite honestly, if they were going to take her passport, I think they would have done it already. Um,
Well, no, well, she hasn't been formally charged yet because it's still there's still investigation. So I'm thinking
right.
what they did was they're like, okay, look, we need to film this real quick, do this cast trip. At least we get her. At least we can get her on one international trip just in case the hammer comes down and we can't go nowhere. Because if the hammer comes, for some reason the hammer comes down, the rest of it scrapped, and there's gonna be all focused on her. So they want to at least
Yanni
get
says
that.
it's not a criminal case
It's not criminal,
right
but
now.
right now, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right now. Right now, it's civil. She can travel whatever, whatever. But if it becomes criminal, if they add the criminal charges, I think Bravo did a good job with this one.
Hmm. And look, if if cases are going down and they found a destination where they can get to easily, because that's a quick trip from LA to, well, it depends on where in Mexico they're going, but I'm thinking that they're staying on the west coast of Mexico.
Okay.
You could get a private jet, take them down there, They could stay there for a few days and come back. That's an easy, quick jaunt logistically for a
Yes.
film crew. And get it in early in the season. And remember, Housewives last season, they had two trips. They had Tahoe
Hmm.
and then La Quinta.
Hmm.
And they did Tahoe pretty early.
Yeah, Tahoe was
So
extremely
it
early.
yeah, if
But
they could.
Tahoe
Mhm.
gave us a lot though.
It did. It
So did La
did.
Quinta. So did La Quinta. They didn't. Okay, they didn't go nowhere,
Mhm.
but they gave us a lot in those trips.
Yeah, because Tahoe set up the first major argument, and
Right.
then La Quinta kind of was the beginning of the end of the first major argument.
Right.
So yeah, it
Trace
was a good
says
story arc. So I wonder how they're going to set up this story arc for next season.
they were taking away as criminal. She was a high risk informant, so she can go anywhere. Yeah, Yanni. For now, I think what the concern is that down the line, um, the I think the feds could charge her with criminal charges if they wanted to. They could
Well,
be
if
added
they
later.
find what they're looking
If
for.
they, yeah, exactly, exactly. They're just taking precautions, and I get it. And Trey said, "My mom used to say, one monkey don't stop the show. They should not be playing out trips around EJ." I agree. Just like I don't think she should. I mean, I understand that she pretty much her storyline was the crux of this last season. It brought in the viewers. I don't think she should have gotten a raise for that though, because in my opinion, what happens is when you it looks if she's found guilty, then you reward her for criminal behavior essentially. And I think that's where
Mm-mm-mm.
people. I think that's where people really have a real problem with her raise. They're like, yeah, we understand, like she boosted the franchise, it brought in all the viewers, it was intriguing and all that, but why are you rewarding someone who's potentially pro- potentially benefited from the robbery of widows, orphans, and people of that nature? So this is where Bravo's being very tone deaf, in just my opinion.
They don't care as long as we watch.
That's true.
I'm sorry, they just don't.
No, it's true. And again, this is from at Jay's reality blog on Twitter. Like, great, love his Twitter feed. So let me stop
Mhm.
sharing this and get to our last story. Now, this one was cool. Let me get up. This is from Dorinda Deadly on Twitter. So let me share. This is Debbie's favorite Twitter page right now.
It's a tie between Jay and Dorinda.
So shout out to Dorinda Deadly. All right, everybody. So according to Dorinda, some of the names floating about for Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip Season 3, not sure how much truth there is to this, but I love the cast. So, what's being floated out there is Nene, Alexis. So, Nene from it. Okay, let me do it this way. Sorry. Nene and Kim from Atlanta, Alexis and Shannon from OC, Dolores and Dina from New Jersey, and Karen and Giselle from Potomac. Now, these two, Alexis and Shannon, no, I'm gonna need y'all to give me Vicky and Tamara in this mix. I'm People may
But
not like that. People may not like them, but you throw Vicky and Tamara with that bunch, it's gonna set it off. I'm sorry.
but isn't Vicky on season 2 at Dorinda's? I don't know why I thought she was on season 2.
Let me see.
Who's on season 2? Oh, Karen and a bottle of Fireball equals a good time. Yes, Trey, and we all know that what's she name? Vicky loved the Fireball.
Let's see. I'm looking right now. Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, and if they do a trip like that with Vicky and Tamara, I think they should go to Mexico where she used to have her condo. Uh, I had no interest on season one, definitely. Season two, season three, forget it. Ah.
Okay, so look, okay, so it looks like for season two, I'm trying to see if this is verified. I'm not gonna read what it says. This is from Distractify. It looks like it's gonna be Dorinda and Jill Zarin,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Eva Marcel and Phaedra Parks.
Oof.
Oh, so you're right. It is Vicky and Tamara at Bluestone,
Okay, I thought I heard that. All right.
and Brandy and Taylor from Beverly Hills.
Oh my God. I hope her insurance is paid up.
And guys, this is from Distractify. Oh, published just 2 days ago. So this is the final cast. All right then.
Mm.
I'm just not really feeling Alexis and Shannon with this mix. I'm just
But
not.
wait, that could be good because didn't Alexis ex-husband was suing
So and Shannon.
Shannon?
Okay, there we go. Thank you for finding the bright. Thank you for finding the bright spot. Thank you for thank you for finding the bright spot. I
And it
forgot about
could
that.
be interesting between Black Dolores and Carolyn's sister because whose side did Black Dolores take with regards to either being on Carolyn's side or her side and that robbery that they had?
Oh, I think you might be right.
That could be messy.
Yeah, you rejuvenated my thought process. Thank you. I need something because y'all two. Mm-mm. So you have Alexis, ex
And
husband
Nene and
suing.
Kim would have been a good idea if they were still fighting, but the other day they made up at a women's symposium in
Uh,
Atlanta.
mm,
Um, so that should be interesting, an
hmm
interesting dynamic if they're still friends when this if this happens.
Right.
And then the Giselle Karen shading back and forth should be hilarious.
You know who I would replace Alexis and Shannon with?
Mm.
Leah and Adriana from Miami.
Leah,
Because remember, they
Leah
fell out.
Black.
Yes.
Oh my God, Leah Black going up against the Grand Dame would be
Yes.
epic.
Thank you.
Oof.
That would be a whole man. I need Bravo to think about these things a little bit further.
Well, they still have time.
Because remember Leah, like the last season of Miami, Leah and Adriana completely fell out.
Mm-hmm. They did. They did. I don't think they ever made up.
Me neither. Mm-mm.
Oof.
Mm-mm. Or if it's not Adriana and Leah, that'd be Leah and Anna from season two, where Anna just read her for filth on the reunion. You can't find that nowhere.
Oh my God.
Because when Anna said, like, let's talk about how we got on this couch right here. She's like, you were selling hand cream, this and that, and you was laying on your back to get your money. I was like, wow.
Ouch.
I was
Ouch.
like,
But
really?
we need a seventh person in there. Who could
Well,
we put
it's eight
in?
right. There's eight right here though.
Well, I don't I don't like Alexis or Shannon. I'm sorry. I think we should take those out and just put in one and make it seven.
I would take out Alexis and Shannon and be real messy and bring in Jacqueline from New Jersey.
No. You can't have three from
I
one
know
show.
that's my dream. That's just if I would.
Unless you replace Dina with Jacqueline. Because Dina never brought anything. Let's just call a thing a thing. She never brought anything.
Yeah, True. Or we did. Okay, let's take out. Let's just take out Shannon and Alexis.
Right.
We take out Dina. Replace Dina with um Caroline. Okay, Caroline or Jacqueline, one of those two. Either one doesn't matter. And then replacing Alexis and Shannon, we bring in Mikhail from DC. You know, the one who broke into the White House.
No, wait, no, not her. No, 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 no. Bring in the chick that's with Slade, Gretchen.
Gretchen.
Yes,
Okay, I can go with that.
and leave it at 7.
Yeah.
But let her be in there because she's sure to fuck it up.
Ooh, because then Gretchen and Kim can compare Big Papas.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm. I like that. I like that. We have to shoot this with Andy Cohen. Look, Andy, here's who should season 3 should be.
Let's just get rid of Andy first.
All right, give me 2 seconds, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Oh my God. What do you guys think? Who would you put up for season 3? We've been going back and forth with our wish list. Do we even care? I like this live on the way in. Oh, thank you, Larja. We appreciate it. Larja, who would you want um on season 3 of Ultimate Girls Trip? Do you like this cast though? I don't know. I would like it more if Nene and Kim were still at each other's throats. That would make it uber uncomfortable. I never really liked Jesus Jugs. Shannon is boring. Dina, boring. I like Black Dolores. And I don't know why they would put Giselle and Karen on this. I would do one, but not both. What, Tracy? You don't get Jesus Jugs or Dina? I don't either. I don't either. Huh?
Me neither. Sorry,
Oh,
bye.
Larja thinks that this looks acceptable. But don't we want more than acceptable?
Yeah, especially for the Ultimate Girls Trip.
I know why they're getting Kim, because they're
Yes,
probably paying her next to nothing.
exactly. Because her show got canceled, so they got her a bargain basement rates.
I don't know.
But you
They
know,
they need to revamp this.
yes.
I don't like it.
I mean, just Shannon, Alexis, and Dina.
But you know what? Andy seems to be very enchanted with Tiffany Moon. Why not bring some of them old Dallas hags on?
Ooh, Cameron. Oh,
No,
Cameron.
no, no.
Listen. Just work with me here. Get, can't you see Cameron just coming out and offending everybody on the cast from day one?
Yes, and that's why I say no. I'm not rewarding
Fine.
stupid.
I want to see Nene and the Grand Dame just go in and let it have on her. I don't think she could take it.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
How about Leanne? Well, no, we can't bring her back
Nope.
on.
Nope.
Well, we can't bring anybody from Dallas on though.
Yes, you can.
No.
Yeah.
Who?
The one with the mother. What's her
Oh,
name?
Deandra.
She would be a good time because when she gets sloppy drunk, that's a good time.
Or bring on Deandra and Mama D together.
Oh.
Make Mama D a cast member.
Yeah. Well, no, she doesn't really have to be a cast member. Just bring her on.
Oh,
But have her stay in like an adjacent home.
right. Okay, I got you.
And then she just come over aggravate Leanne. What was her name? Deandra, and
Yes.
then go back to her house.
Okay, so we will get rid of Alexis and Shannon, bring in D'Angelo with Mama D in the next house, take out Dina, replace Dina with Danielle Staub, but we got a hit.
I don't want Danielle stop.
You know what? You take away my fun.
No,
No.
no. Um, bring in somebody from Miami.
Who can we bring in? Probably Adriana, because she's the messiest one. They got time to figure it out. They got time.
Hmm.
All right. I think that are we done? I think we've gone through all of our stories. These
We
were
went through all
good.
four already.
Yeah.
Well, damn, that was quick. Okay.
Yeah, it goes by quick because we're focused on just the post itself. The posts are fun because they give you so much information. Like to find this snippet, I just haven't run across it. That's why I enjoy going through Instagram and Twitter now. 'Cause, like, let me just see who's talking. Oh, what's this?
Hmm.
Link it. Let's go. We can talk about this.
This is interesting, but I think they could do better with this cast. Just
Yeah,
saying.
Tracy.
Miami.
Yeah, Tracy.
Yeah,
Did you not watch
Miami's coming
Miami?
back.
Miami's coming
Yeah.
back on Peacock.
Yep. I'm gonna be
And,
there watching.
yeah, they taking time. I think they're taking their time with Miami too because they're bringing it back.
Joanna's gonna be on it or no?
I'm not sure.
I could do without her. I could do without her. But if ever they bring back Brandy to one of these ultimate girl trips, I wouldn't mind
Mhm.
Joanna and Brandy locking horns again.
But Brandy's gonna be on season 2 though.
I know. That's what I said. If they ever bring her
Her
back,
back like a second time. Yeah,
hmm that would be interesting if there aren't any lawsuits.
correct.
Oh my God. So this was it. I love these stories. These were pretty good.
Most definitely. This is a fun way to bring other social media to YTU, which is a lot of
Hmm.
fun. You get to cover the stuff and see what other people say, what they find out. It's a good time. I really really like this.
Okay, so guys, this is your assignment. You probably won't do it, but just asking, who would you want to see on season 3 of the Ultimate Girls Trip? What is your fantasy um, cast? Leave it in the comments below. I'm curious. I'm
Yes,
curious.
and your fantasy cast. The only rules are it can only be 2 women per franchise, and you can have between 6 and 8 women.
Yeah, but I like odd numbers.
Yeah, it's interesting. Kyle's the only one on Beverly Hills too,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not mad at though.
I'm not either. I'm
I like
not.
I like her dynamic with Melissa so far. So this, like I said, I'm enjoying this. It's one episode in, but I'm enjoying it. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so guys, let
And
us know.
before we go,
Yeah.
I like the diversity of this cast, this potential cast. I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Bravo! Like, why can't you cast your franchises this way? That's my question. Why can't your cast? Why? How can you cast your ultimate girls trip with um a lot of flavor, a lot of different flavor. But you couldn't do this with New York. I want to use it now.
The Dubai cast is very diversified.
They're getting there, but that's Dubai though. That's completely different. I'm talking about in America. You're in New
Oh.
York. You cannot do this with New York. I want y'all to think
Well,
about that. Think about
well,
it.
New York is taking a sabbatical until
Hmm.
2023, so maybe they'll figure it out. In the most
I hope so.
diverse location in the United States, maybe they'll figure it out.
Yes,
They got a lot of time to think about it.
they have a lot of time to think and to listen to the viewers.
Well, do they really listen to us though?
They need to, because the simple fact that you had to postpone New York, you canceled the reunion for the first time in history, and you're not having a New York for the first time in years. That should tell you something. You need to listen. You need to listen.
Well, if they were really listening, Andy wouldn't have a job.
Well, that too. He must have some. He must have some like ironclad contract. Like he signed for like 25 years.
Ah,
I don't mind him. I would like Andy to just focus on being talent, and that's just my opinion. He should not be behind the scenes. He should not be producing, casting, but he needs to be focused on talent. Because I like him as talent. I don't like him as executive. I just don't.
see, this is mean, but I don't like him as talent either.
I do. I prefer him as talent.
I find him to be annoying and overbearing.
Oops. Well, sorry, Andy. I tried to help you out.
Maybe I'm just too old for his shenanigans. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I make no
Oh,
sense.
before we go, Yanni asked, but how can we relate to the Dubai cast?
I know I
And
can because there's a girl from the Caribbean in there. Hello.
and there's a reason why UK and Australian shows didn't make it over here. Um, now Cheshire actually is huge worldwide. Like when if you go out, let me put it this way, if you go outside the United States, people know Cheshire. Like
Hmm.
that's the franchise that they know, and that's just being real. And people love people. You talk another franchise. Melbourne is the
I
second one,
loved
but
Melbourne.
I'm not sure Melbourne is gonna last about Gina, but we'll see.
Mm, I loved
But
Melbourne.
I bet you if you brought Cheshire and Melbourne over here and started them from the beginning, their ratings would go through the roof because they're much better produced than what we have over here right now.
Hmm.
But I definitely see where Yanni's point is coming from. Like, how can you relate to Dubai
If
and
they show
UK?
money,
Yeah,
if they show
because
money and access, I'll be
Cheshire
here.
gave you that
Hmm.
and more. But see, with Cheshire, you had footballers' wives willing to be on the show.
Hmm.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah.
I think like having Dawn, Leanne on the show. I think that gave the and Magali that gave that show instant credibility because these are footballers and their wives or coaches on this show.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think that's pretty much what it is.
And it gave them an instant fan base,
Instant,
a worldwide fan base,
'cause-
except for here.
right? Which they were sleeping on that. I mean, they got 85 wives on the season, but hey, I was there for it.
Mm.
But
All right,
yeah,
my friend.
all
So,
right.
any final words on our social media rundown for the week?
No, we're good.
All right. So until next time.
Of course.
All right. Bye.
Bye.